Hello everyone and welcome back to another of the Showing Off My Art Generation 11. We have got ourselves numbers 31 to 40 here today for drawing purposes, starting with the one, the only. I've actually been really looking forward to drawing this character. This character I've seen in a number of Mario games, and I never had the opportunity to draw because I just didn't. And so it was nice to finally be able to sit there and draw them because I've seen them so many times before. And I really like how this one turned out. I'm actually very, very proud of this one, even to this day. We've got ourselves a Bramble. Now, Brambles are the guys where you jump on, I think the top of their head and they spit out, a coin or two. But then, they bridge from platform to platform, so they would, take this leg and flip over so they're upside down, you know? And then when they're doing that, if you jump on, the chin, it kills them, I'm pretty sure. But this guy, I think there's a cut right here and then down here, and I have a hole filled in right there. And then on this side, do we have anything? Another hole filled in right there. And it seems a little cut right at the edge of the foot here. So it didn't fit on one page by any stretch of the imagination. But this is a big case of simplicity just working. All the colors fit together. It's kind of maybe not the most iconic enemy, but to me it's a very big enemy in my childhood, and especially one that isn't seen very often in media outside of the games I'm used to. I'm thinking the new Super Mario Bros. Series. This is something really, really attached to me, and I really enjoy Bramble. And so it was nice to finally get to draw him. I'm very pleased with how he turned out. So that is number one. Number one on the list, done with. I do not remember these guys' names. I gotta go look them up. Alright, so just in trying to find the names for these guys, I actually looked up and found some good news, because Bramble here happens to have a variant that just appeared in Mario Kart World, which is the newest Mario Kart game to date. And there's called Signal somethings, but now I get to draw this guy again in a bit of a different way, but now I get to draw this guy again, which is still sweet. In any case, this next guy right here is a bit more obscure. They're most notably from Super Mario 3D Land, which is the 3DS version of Super Mario 3D World. And this is called Flop Hopper. Bit of interesting design. I think my favorite part of it is the eyes, but I don't know why I did the eyes like this. I think... Oh, no, this is the Swap Hopper, okay? So this is the Swap Hopper, and the Swap Hopper is actually, the Swap Hopper is exclusively from Super Mario Galaxy 2. That's where this is coming from. Because I was looking at the pictures this guy is not as vicious as this guy. No, but this is I don't know too much. I'm actually surprised to maybe the surprise of a bunch of people. I've been in the same room as people playing Mario Galaxy 2. I've watched my friends play Mario Galaxy 2. I've had it loaded into my console before, but I have never myself ever once played Mario Galaxy 2. So I don't I don't know. But Swap Hopper here is from that game. I don't know too much about him there, but I like the eyes. The design is simple. It works, in my opinion. It's a little flimsy. It doesn't the composition of it all doesn't necessarily work for me. But at the same time, it kind of does. The general body and tentacles. Jesus, okay, every time I start recording, a family member's gonna come home. But the body and tentacles work very well. The legs, not so much for me, but it's alright. It's cool that I drew it anyway, a character I didn't even know existed. And now we get to Flop Hopper. And Flophopper is the one from Super Mario 3D Land. Look at this simple little guy. He's just a timid little boy. No. This is Flophopper. Kind of similar in concept. You know, it's got the legs, no arms, just like a head with a, you know, a helmet on. The other guy had 1 spike. This guy's got 3. Much more primitive in terms of color and design than the other one. But it obviously makes sense given the fact that it was on the DS. Not much to write home about, to be honest with you. This one's kind of forgettable for me. It's kind of just there. Of the 3 we've seen so far, this one's probably the most basic and boring, I have to admit. Not that I think I did bad, but it's, you know. Let me go say hi. All right. Hi led to dinner, led to a couple hours after the first half of the video. So we've done 3. Now we return to Brawl Stars. Do you like that little intermission away from Brawl Stars? Well, now we're going back. See I don't remember when exactly I implemented it, but I know that I didn't like, although it was so easy to do, I didn't like Brawl Stars consuming entire generations. So the rule that I had was every time I drew a brawler, I had to do 10 drawings that weren't Brawl Stars before I could return to Brawl Stars, and so that way it kept it kind of fair. Regardless of how many skins the brawler had, like it could be like Gigi that I draw, which is the newest brawler in the game and only has her skin, maybe a 29 gem skin, and then True Gold and True Silver. And that's just 4 skins, and despite that, I would have to draw 10 different characters before I return to Brawl Stars. So, in any case, it's been 10 Mario characters, if you've been counting, between the last episode and this one, since we finished up Byron. So the next one Parker chose for me, Byron's a mythic, for those of you who don't know, so now we move to legendary brawlers. And the person Parker chose for me, this one actually holds a very special place in my heart, is Chester. Now Chester, oh, I just realized what's missing. There we go, that should illuminate everything a bit more. Now, Chester actually holds a special place in my heart, because I think around the time I drew Chester is when I realized that Draw Anything Animations removed all their, you know, Brawl Stars content from like How to Draws or whatever from their channel. So I was now completely on my own. Also, I couldn't find any good, you know, versions of Chester drawn in a Paper Mario or similar to style. So Chester is completely my own making. Maybe the first brawler to be completely my own making, and believe it or not, this was traced off of Mortis. I used Mortis to help me build Chester. This is completely my own design of the guy. This is, you know, where the other ones were inspired by the other guys, this one's completely my own. Chester is my first. Admittedly, the one thing I will say is I don't necessarily, in retrospect, agree with having this bell that's supposedly closer in perspective be smaller than the bell that's supposedly farther away. But like, I don't know. It holds a special place in my heart. It has all the devious characteristics of Chester that I wanted out of him, and in my personal opinion, looks pretty good. It's got a hole right there and a hole right there, but he fits on one page. He looks, you know, pretty convincing. The colors don't always work together, but that's more so a product of just the colors used rather than my own. And yeah, Chester is. I'm pretty proud of the guy. I really am. I'm very, very pleased with how this turned out. And I remember, you know, knowing that I had to get it right and everything, and being very stressed about drawing it, and then drawing it and feeling very proud of what I had made. And Parker, also my best friend, was very pleased with how these turned out, because I always show him, especially the Brawl Stars ones, when they're done, you know, because he's kind of the most involved of my friends with it. He kind of knows what he's talking about. True Silver Jester is next So the other cool thing about Chester is that he came from one of my favorite videos of all time that I recorded for the channel, which was my Brawl Talk reaction. The weird random one that happened like at 11 a.m. or whatever on a Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, like middle of the week rather than the typical Saturdays that they usually happened.
So we present you the Dark Brawlers.
So we have Yeti.
Yeah, I told you. Oh my fucking god! Queen Ember, 100%.
Campus Arts
Okay.
I don't remember if there was ever an explanation given, but it was kind of confusing. And it was just kind of an impromptu thing that me, Parker, and my good friend Alice Arts, we went to my car in the SJC parking lot and just sat there, ate lunch, and watched the thing. And it was such a fun memory. Just kind of a random, like, one-off that was just kind of distinct from everything else I've made on the channel. And so Chester was announced with that. Him, Mandy, and Gray were announced in that, so there's True Silver Chester. No different in any way, except for the fact that he's all silver now. I don't know, it's just cool. Next up, we got ourselves his 29 gem skin, Dark Elf, or no, Dark Chester or something like that, I don't know. I just remember seeing this one thinking it was Deltarune-esque, and so I kind of call it Deltarune Chester. But it's there. It's not bad, actually. In some ways, I almost prefer it over the default one just because the colors pop more, and it's not like all the colors are fighting for control. You can kind of tell what's going on at every given point. But I mean, he's got better skins and everything. But no, this one's cool. I actually mained this skin for a while when it first came out, because it took him a minute to come out with skins. But no, this one's good. No different in size or anything though, so. It took him a minute to come out with skins, so for a while there I actually mained that one. I'm trying to remember what I mained for Chester now, but I don't remember. Anyway, we also got True Gold. It's, again, no different than the other ones. Just some slight tune-ups if I thought it needed it. But beyond that, it's the exact same as the other two. In every way. In every stretch of the imagination. And then we got this one. And this one was the newest one at the time. So I haven't drawn Uno Chester, I haven't drawn any others of his that have come out since then. So the latest one to come out as I drew him was Tree Spirit, or whatever it was called, Forest Spirit Chester, which looks pretty good. I remember being very excited to draw this one. I think this might be the one that I made, actually. So he's got holes in the same spots, but he's a little bit taller, I think, because of the branches and everything, and the leaves. It's a very funky skin. It might be a bit of an acquired taste depending on who you ask, but I mean, it kind of works. All the colors pop, everything is quite distinct, and you can tell what's going on. There's a piece of tape right here. I'm wondering if I cut into it by accident. I might have, except that it's just on this side. I'm not sure what that's all about. No. But I don't know, I'm very pleased with this skin overall. I would say the only thing I don't like about it is the fact that it's kind of hard to tell what's happening with this hand especially. It's a little bit rough, I would say. But I don't know, it's good. It's good, I like it. They're all pretty vibrant. I like the vibrancy of it, this is the main thing. So that puts us at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Two more to do. I'm trying to think back. I apologize, because the next... I have more Brawl Stars, apparently. And yet the Brawl Stars I have, it shouldn't be Brawl Stars, because if I just explained my rules to you, and if Why would I? The next drawing of mine, because remember, I literally just explained that when I draw a brawler of any kind, I draw them and all their skins, and then I have to draw 10, characters that aren't Brawl Stars in between. And yet, I drew all of Chester's skins that he had at the time, and now we're here. That is bizarre. I don't know. Maybe it's Buzz, by the way. I drew Buzz. Maybe. Can't confirm. My working theory is that I gave Parker a freebie to pick another mythic because Byron was a redo. Maybe, unless these are out of order. Which I don't imagine they would be with how meticulous I am, but perchance they are, I don't know. Either way, Buzz, very incredibly detailed, translated far better than I thought he would. A bit bigger than you'd think he'd be, but frankly, it comes with the territory sometimes. He's got a hole right there, otherwise he fits on one piece of paper. And the colors are very vibrant, they pop and everything. Honestly, I think it looks pretty good. I do. I mean, I love everything about it. You can tell clearly what's going on where. Everything is just so distinct. And I mean, Buzz himself is just a very, well-designed character, I would say. Like, he's not your typical kind of anything, he doesn't... He's pretty unique. He stands out. So it's nice to... It translates well, and so... I feel like I captured the essence of Buzz very, very well. I don't remember if this one was based off anything. I think there was. I don't remember for sure. There may have been. I can't confirm if this... I don't think this is an original creation of mine. I mean, I did a good job either way, but I can't confirm. I don't know. I know Chester for sure was. I definitely know Chester was. I don't know about Buzz. And anyway, the last drawing... for this, sorry, my nose, for some reason, every time I get itchy, every time I start recording, it gets itchy. I can't fucking explain why. But the last, obviously it's a Buzz skin, right? So the last, drawing for this episode is Director Buzz. Now this one I like a lot. I like this one even more than the base Buzz skin, because the base one is good. This one's got so much more detail to it. Everything stands out still so clear. He's got his megaphone on one hand, he's got a film reel in the other, and he's got the beret and the directing thing, the big glasses, the eyebrow lift and everything. Like, it all works and it captures the essence of Buzz so well, but it's so detailed and so compact, and you can tell what's going on. It's so concise, is what I'm looking for, the word. Beautifully done, beautifully done. I think I translated this one very, very well, and it's a good, it's a very good follow-up to that skin right there. I don't think I missed with Buzz, to be honest with you. And actually, if we're here, that gives me a lot of opportunity to do. Yeah, it could be a good idea. In any case, that is Director Buzz. If I'm not mistaken, a little bit taller than default Buzz, just by a hair. But yeah, so much more detailed, so crisp and everything. Everything really stands out. I'm very, very pleased with this one. That one might be actually my favorite in the video that we've done this time around. And yeah, that wraps up this video. That concludes everything I had to show you here today. We got 60 more drawings to go, and obviously, we'll be starting the next episode with a bunch more Buzz skins until we get all those done, and then from there, oh boy, we got a lot. And then from there we really transition back to Mario, and it gets pretty obscure. We go pretty in depth with what we got to show off. So thank you everyone for watching. I will see you guys with more showing off my art very, very soon. More gaming, more vlogs, whatever else comes. I hope you enjoyed. Later, guys.